Hi guys, May the 13th, 2026. I want to talk to you today about there is a tort I feel with the city, and there's a prejudice that's going on. And it's not just that it affected me, this would actually affect others, people, property owners around me. Um, but I'm just going to explain a little bit here. I have a neighbor who's been a tyrant for 6 years named Mr. Wolf. It's a father and son, both with the same first and last name. And back in 2020, just a little after I just purchased my house, they built a spite fence with malicious intent, blocking my access to my property. They did this with no build order, with no permits, no survey done at that point in time. They also raised the property up at that time too. So they landfilled the property in a flood zone. And they did this actually twice, just that year actually, against my house, which actually affects the other property owners because that redirects water and causes water erosion. So the issue I have right now is that they were given and they were tagged that they were supposed to tear that fence down a long time ago. Since then, they altered it multiple times or rebuilt it. They never tore it down. They did all of it with no build order, no permits. But they continued on using this to block my access to maintain my property. I'm disabled, and that is blocking access for a person with disabilities, which for accessibility, that's actually against the law as well. Just want to point this out. A spite fence with malicious intent is against the law in the state of Washington, county, and city. It's called or you can call it a nuisance fence. So the original spite fence was 10 feet tall, and actually at points were actually above my gutters, and that's why my gutters were broken off, is because of the spite fence. The issue I have currently now is not only do they have the spite fence that was never torn down because there's a tort with the city because of their own interest, but now they're going to layer it now with a chain link fence on top of this. Back in April of 2026, I was injured, and I was injured in this location where Mr. Wolf has been trespassing onto my property. So I'm going to show you some things here. And this is the area where I slipped and I fell, right here. And what you see right here is what we call the spite fence. You can see that it's against my house. This is one layer right here. Then there's another layer right here in the middle. And then there's another layer on the outside. Right over here on the other side, he was going to put a chain link fence on top of this spite fence. This fence right here, as you can see, has actually multiple times been leaning against my house, and it's broken my gutters and my gutters up above. The original spite fence was 10 feet tall. You can see right here the water erosion. I'm going to show you the water erosion because he landfilled the property against my house, which is a form of trespassing. And he's actually caused my foundation of my home to be structurally not sound. So now my house is slanting as a result of this spite fence. He's blocked my access. He did not have the survey done until 2022. I have the most current survey was done in 2024. So there's 14 inches from where there is the posts. So what he's been doing is by putting the spite fence up and blocking me from my property, the irony of it is that he's been climbing over the fence and trespassing on my property to get to his 14 inches because he placed the fences before surveys were done with a no build permit. And anyway, I just wanted to post this so that I can show evidence of what I'm dealing with and why I see that there's a tort with the city. And I feel that this has actually caused personal injury to myself and further damage and personal injury to my property. And my rights have been violated. Anyway, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.